Why does the scapegoating of video games never seem to end in our fucking world? But whatever, let's just get this over with. What's up, bitches? Cringe. So the never-ending war on video games has taken an interesting turn in Australia. Today, we're going to be responding to two specialists that believe the game Fortnite causes aggression. Oh boy, let the fun begin.
So what's the aim of the game?
To kill all the other players in the game.
Correct. So how does that compare, Sandy, to a game of footy with your mates?
Look, there's unequivocal research about the impact of these sorts of games. There's over 130 evidence-based pieces of research that tell us that violent games like this increase aggressiveness, increase angry thoughts, increase aggressive behaviour.
So there are over 130 pieces of evidence that proves that video games causes aggressive behavior, aggressive thoughts, and aggressiveness in general. Care to tell us what evidence you're talking about? What study are you talking about here? Because I would love to know what study you are citing from.
So we can either choose to dismiss this sort of research or take it on board as parents and say, this is what the scientific community is telling us.
Even though that's not what the scientific community is actually saying, and you're just scapegoating and spouting bullshit once again.
That this is really something that we need to be very mindful of, and we really need to guard our children's brains. We're not saying don't do it at all, but we're saying the research is very much telling us. And there's over 116 research reports telling us that it affects the structure and performance of the brain as well.
Funny how you conveniently ignore all of the studies that prove you wrong, where they talk about how playing video games can actually help the brain's regions responsible for attention and visual spatial skills to actually improve. Funny how you conveniently ignored that. Oh wait, now I remember, because it doesn't fit your fucking narrative!
This is not bad. So Sam and Ari are playing it this morning. This is not bad for them, is it?
Look, it's not bad for them so long as it's monitored, you know, would be my advice. No one's saying for 1 second, don't play it.
Even though that's exactly what you're saying.
So 40 million people are playing this game now,
More
at least.
than.
So 100 million, maybe 100 million, 200 million, whatever it is, and they're going to keep playing it.
Yep.
So no matter what age they are, there are going to be kids in this country and every country around the world who aren't supervised. So what damage is it going to do?
So what they talk about and what it actually affects is the pleasure centres of the brain in the front lobe of the brain. So we really need to be mindful that this is actually impacting on our behaviour. It decreases empathy. What it's actually doing, as Charlie rightly said, its aim is to kill, hurt, maim.
Okay, so since the subject that we're talking about today is Fortnite, let's see what Fortnite is actually about. Like other Battle Royale games, Fortnite Battle Royale is a competitive shooter between 100 players as they airdrop out of a moving plane, or battle bus in this case, then fight to survive as the play space slowly shrinks to force people into combat. True to the Battle Royale formula, you need to find all of your weapons and equipment on the map. You don't land with anything other than a pickaxe. Funny how they have two specialists on the panel acting like they know what Fortnite is, even though they look like they've never played an entire fucking video game in their entire life. And side note, I don't even know why I had to repeat myself here. I don't know why. The scientific evidence that is out there has constantly proven your ass wrong all of the time.
That's the goal.
But they're cartoon characters, they're caricatures, and we don't see blood, Sandy. So many parents are saying it's okay because we're not seeing the blood and guts.
That's a complete cop-out, and I would completely rebut that argument.
No, but kids aren't going to go out there and kill people just because they're playing this game.
No, it's a whole package. What we do know, though, is children who are exposed to it for a long period of time, unsupervised, as a cheap babysitting exercise.
Okay, so let's see here. It's a cop-out when there's no blood or guts shown in the video game. It's just so bad in general. Okay, so let's just see what the rating system for Fortnite is. Okay, so we have T for teen, and oh, violence. No blood and guts, but oh no, violence!
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
This is just a small little tidbit that I want to throw in there also. She said at the very last bit of it that this is a cheap way as a babysitter. This is a cheap version of a babysitter, and that video game shouldn't be babysitting. Yet while she's talking to the freaking newscast, or the freaking host of the Australian version of the Today Show, while she's talking to them, there's two fucking kids playing, obviously, Fortnite on their phone. And yet, what are they doing? What is the two specialists doing? They're ignoring them. They're ignoring them. Video games shouldn't be fucking goddamn cheap babysitters, and yet we're just gonna ignore the kids playing freaking Fortnite, ultimately proving your ass wrong, by the way. Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my god. The one fucking kid in that goddamn scene is such a fucking awesome badass. So he's just looking at it like, yeah, I fucking goddamn get the highest score on all this bullshit. Oh my god. Okay, this is just a fucking another case of overbearing, overly controlling parents that believe if we play any video games, not just violent video games, any video games at all, then we'll just turn into mindless fucking evil people that'll just go out and fucking blow people away. Side note, did anyone remember playing the game Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? Did anyone remember this fucking scene?
Remember, no rush.
Remember how we just played through that damn level slack-jawed on, just looking at the freaking mindless violence and the whole freaking rampage? Funny how we never ended up shooting a goddamn airport because of it! The scapegoating of video games needs to fucking end. There is no scientific evidence that proves, oh, there's a link between video games and violence in general. And if anyone says otherwise, and they actually believe that there's a fucking link between video games and violence, then I just have no words for you. I have no words for you. I'm Egghead, thanks for watching. Good fucking lord, I'm done. Fucking goddamn. Fucking, oh my god. The fucking scapegoating of video games needs to fucking end. I feel so fucking bad for anyone who believes this fucking shit.